for listening to this episode of Changes Big and Small. This is your host, Damian. Changes Big and Small will help you take action in your life with intention and purpose. In each episode, I share unexpected challenges that will help you take action to live the life that you want. This season, the focus is on relationships, and we've just finished the mini-series on work relationships. This episode marks the beginning of a new mini-series which is focused on friendship. I'll start with a quote by C.S. Lewis. Friendship is unnecessary. Like philosophy, like art, like the universe itself. It has no survival value. Rather, it is one of those things which gives value to survival. And Nietzsche said, "It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages." So where does friendship fit when we think about relationships? Well, there are 4 different levels of platonic relationships. So we may have a lot of acquaintances. Those are the people that we meet every once in a while. We see them around the place, but we don't know a lot about them. We haven't invested much time or energy into getting to know them. Then there are people you know and like. So this is a little bit closer. You have some information about these people. You find something about them attractive. You know that you like them, but you're not yet at the next level, which is kindred spirits. These are people that you align with on some level. You feel a connection with them. And if you put in some investment of time and energy, if you do some of the emotional work for connection, then you could become friends. So of all of those 4 levels of platonic relationships, friends are the most intimate. Maria Popova does a beautiful job of explaining what the 4 levels of platonic relationships are, and you can find that linked in the show notes. I find it interesting that many references to relationships focus on romantic relationships. If you do a search in whatever your favorite search engine is for the word relationships, you will see that what comes up most often is romantic relationship. However, outside of our familial relationships, friendship is our first relationship. So what is friendship? According to the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy, friendship is a distinctively personal relationship that is grounded in a concern on the part of each friend for the welfare of the other, for the other's sake, and that involves some degree of intimacy. It requires 3 things. 1, mutual caring. So we care about our friends and they care about us. 2, intimacy, meaning we reveal things to friends that we don't to other people. And 3, shared activity. We make time for each other because we value our friendship. Across our lifespan, our close friendships provide someone to talk to, depend on, and enjoy spending time with. In childhood, the main purpose of friendship is for someone to play with. In adolescence, the nature of friendship changes. Yes, friends still play and have fun with each other, but young adults also develop identity and discover intimacy through their friendships. Young adulthood is a prime time for creating friendships. It is a time when we connect with people with similar values, and the friendships we build at that point in life are crucial for developing a more secure sense of self. This is often when people are at university, starting their first jobs, and there are lots of opportunity to build friendships. As we continue through life, we typically choose friends that we perceive as being similar to us. This may be part of the reason why cross-racial friendships are rare in some communities. It is also interesting that research shows similar brain patterns between friends. So, what are the types of friends that we can have? You may have a best friend, the person who knows you without any artifice. This is the person that you want cleaning out your apartment when you die because nothing will shock them. This is a very special kind of bond. More common are friends that you can be yourself with, who know things about you that no one else does, but you may still protect some of your habits, insecurities, or failures from them. So, why is friendship so important? In addition to the specific role that friendship plays at different stages of human development, they are important for our quality of life. They also have inherent value in themselves, in that being a friend, participating in a friendship, helps us develop as a human being, helps us socialize ourselves in a way that is beneficial to us and to our greater community, our greater society. Human beings are social creatures, and friends are an important part of that socialization. Do you have a friend that you think about but are not in contact with? What's the barrier in your friendship? Is it time or distance? Is it that you had a disagreement and you are waiting for them to approach you first? If it's the latter, if you miss this person, if you find yourself thinking about them and you are a little bit afraid or unsure what their reaction will be, I encourage you to reach out. What's the worst that can happen? You could both be in the same position where you're thinking about each other and are both afraid to reach out. Remember that the opposite of fear is love. And so I invite you to reach out to a friend that you've been thinking about. Reach out to a friend that you miss. Maybe you can rekindle the friendship. But even if you don't rekindle the friendship, having a chance to reconnect and to check in, to touch base, could be a very nice experience. It gets you out of your brain and into your life. During the rest of this mini series on friendship, I'll be looking at female friendships, male friendships, opposite sex friendships, and friendship across different groups. Join me each week for more on this topic. If you have enjoyed listening to this episode, please share it with someone else who you think could benefit. If you are an expert or know of an expert of any of the topics that I've just listed, have them reach out to me or nominate a guest by emailing me at contact@changesbigandsmall.com. If you would like to come on the show to talk about your friendships and what you've learned over the years from the friendships that you have made, lost, maintained, I'm interested in hearing from you. Thank you for listening to this episode. Remember, change begins with one small step. Have a great week.